I have a message for the players of the NFL and the owners. First, I want to preface it by telling you something about me so that you know my words are true. I'm 63 years old. I was born with cerebral palsy, and that makes it hard to walk and move around. But thanks to the citizens of this country, I was able to go to school and get a degree in criminal justice. I spent 35 years working for local governments, 30 of those years working in a work release program helping inmates find jobs. I come from a very poor background. I have 3 brothers and a sister, 4 brothers and a sister that have gone to prison. So even though I have a handicap, I chose that line of work to try and make a difference for young men and women to put their feet on straightened paths. So I don't think any of you players can match anything I've been through with the obstacles of having a successful life. I want to tell you what happened to me the other day. I was in the hood because I still own the house I was raised in, and it's in the hood. And as I was working on the house, because I'm proud of where I came from, and as I was working on that old house that I use as a rental property, I saw this lady driving down the street. A young black lady with her little girl. She had a flat tire on the front of her car and she was driving on the rim. And I said to her, "Ma'am, that's going to ruin your car. That's going to ruin your rim." And she stopped and said, "I got to take my daughter to school. Do you think I can make it?" I said, "Well, hold on a minute. I'll take you to school." And her daughter and the young lady got into my van and I drove her to school. And as I was driving this young woman with her little girl to school, the little girl, about 4 or 5 years old, reached her little finger over and touched my arm and said, Are you hurting? Are you hurt?" And I said, No, I was born like this. I'm okay. I'll be all right." And then I dropped her off at school, took her mother back to her car, and I got out of my car and I was changing this young woman's tire because she didn't know how to get the tire off. And as I was changing her tire, I said to her, the world don't want you and I to get along. I'm white, you're black. They don't want us to get along. The news media don't want us to get along because they want to make a story out of it. The politicians don't want us to get along because they want power. Now, you young men that are protesting, you're getting punked. You understand me? You're getting punked because the news media just doing this for a story. And as soon as one of y'all get in trouble, they're going to turn against you. And so are the politicians. The politicians that are doing this for power or manipulating you. You're getting punked and you don't even know it. Every once in a while, not very often in those 30 years that I was in the jail system trying to help those young men and women, once in a while on a job, an inmate would come in and complain that somebody was mean to him, somebody was racist, somebody making complaints to me. And this was my solution. Listen, I would take that young man usually aside and say, "Look, would you rather be black or would you rather be crippled like me? Who's going to have a better chance of finding a job? A black man with a good physical body or somebody all crippled up? So stop it. You can't do nothing about what some people do. The only control you have is how you handle it. Do you hear that, young men? You young men in the NFL? You can't do nothing about other people's behavior. You can only do something about yours. And what the hell are you complaining about? This country has given you everything, just like they did me. Imagine a guy like me was able to have a job, a whole career as a civil servant, and I worked hard every day in the local government here, real hard every day as appreciation. And what are you complaining about? You got nothing to complain about. You should be happy. You should be taking all that energy that you got complaining and helping people and doing and being a good role model. Not somebody complaining, not somebody getting down on their knees and complaining about a country that has done nothing but helped you. Done nothing but, and that's to all the people in this country. From black, white, handicapped people, there's so much opportunity, and all you can do is complain. Shame on you. So my message to you players is get off your knees and get on your feet and do something good and stop complaining. This country, my grandfather, my parents didn't want me, and I was raised by my grandparents. My grandfather fought in World War I. This country is full of freedom and opportunity for everybody. So stop complaining and do something good for somebody else. And one more thing. The Lord has told us from the beginning of time to love your neighbor as yourself. And not everybody does that, okay? And if they're not going to listen to the Lord about loving your neighbor as yourself or not being a racist, if they're not going to listen to the Lord, what the hell do you think that they're going to listen to you for? Getting on your knees. So stop it.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay, go. Yeah.
You ready? Okay. Now, young men, I want you to see how this feels. Okay? You respect this emblem. And this is what it feels like when somebody kneels on something that you respect. That's what you're doing to every fan. When you kneel, the same feeling you got with me kneeling on the Miami Dolphins shirt is how every fan feels when you kneel during the national anthem. That's your national anthem playing right there. That's how it feels. So stop this. Be respectful to your country. This is a beautiful country that gives everybody freedom and everybody opportunity. Start looking at the glass half full, because it's more than half full. Okay, team.